Hello everyone, this is QuirkyOksana and this is my LP about my own life, starting from the age of 15. If you have seen the first video, I created my own family there, and if you're interested, you can just go and watch it. It's called My Life LP, I believe. And here I will try to recreate the house I grew up in. It's not like I grew up in this house. Uh, me and my family, we moved here when I was 7, I think, or 8. No, mostly 8 or 9. Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter. But I think it would be fair to warn you that I'm not a professional in building things, and if you're like a very pro about building and such, and this might make you annoyed to watch, because you will see that I'm struggling with the simplest things. In my defense, I would say that I bought this game like 2 weeks ago when I started being sick. And I had the game Sims 2 before, but even there, at that time I wasn't much for building. I didn't find it interesting. So here you will see that I'm struggling very hard, and there will be several parts of this building video, I suppose, because this one is already like 18 minutes or something. So if you're curious about like the result of this building, you should just skip it. If you're not interested in like watching me struggling with this house. So yeah, that was like a quick intro and letting you know what kind of builder in Sims game I am. So let's start with me telling you about this house in general. We didn't live in a house. We lived in an apartment, but here in Sims I want to recreate the whole house. I mean, like the house full of apartments. It is a very tall building. It contains 16 floors. We lived on 13th floor, and my family still lives there. I moved there from there when I entered the university. And well, you will see. Now you see that I wasn't very smart with place in the building because it needed more space. Actually, I tried it to build it first on the smaller lots, but then I realized that it wouldn't fit there. And then I moved it, so it's not like the very, very beginning of that. But I decided to remove that part because it's obviously boring and nothing interesting happens there. So, we lived on 13th floor, as you can see, but in Sims game you can't really make 13th floor in your game. So, to make this building look taller, I will make the tallest walls, I think. So here you can see like the main entrance, and yeah, we had 2 elevators that I will soon build. Yeah, that's like me trying to build the first elevator. No, it's like a hallway or something. You will see soon. This is just the first floor. If you enter the first floor in this building, you will see like an old lady, an old babushka, as you would say in Russian. She's like how do you say, portier? Is that the right word? Well, she's just you can give your keys to her, and when you go away somewhere, and she would keep it, and she's like guarding the house. But I don't think you need like her job nowadays because, well, everyone keeps their keys to themselves, I guess. Um, but also she's doing the cleaning of the first floor, I suppose. Yeah, and that's like the first floor where she's sitting usually, and also there is 3 other apartments on the first floor. The first one is on the right. Yeah, the you can well, you can't really see it now, but here you can see me struggling with remembering how my house looks like, and trying to recreate it in Sims game. um, yeah. What else? We have 2 elevators, but obviously you can't make elevators in the Sims game yet, I hope. Maybe you will, maybe it will, this function will be added soon. So here you can see me put in a bathroom and toilet just to see like what size should the rooms be and such. Because on this place where I'm putting the toilet and such, like several floors up on the same exact place, there is like my apartment, or the apartment where I used to live. Yeah, so here I'm trying to realize what size is actually my kitchen, because I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, oh, it doesn't seem right. How does it look like? And I will eventually remember how to do that. So yeah, let's talk about the country where I grew up. It's called Ukraine. I hope you know where this is. And the city I lived in, it's called Cherkasy. It's 200 kilometers from the capital of Ukraine. So it's a very nice city. It's not very big. We have like 300,000 citizens there. I guess it might be considered a big city in other countries. Because, for example, in Sweden, where I live now, I live in the city called Gothenburg, and it's like the second biggest city in Sweden. It has like 500,000 citizens. So you could say that compared to Sweden, Ukrainian cities are bigger, or like they contain much more people. But when I was growing up in this city, I wasn't very satisfied with the city itself. I dreamed of going to the capital, where it's like more opportunities and more people, and no one knows you basically. Because in Tricassi, you would, if you grew up there. Sorry, I'm still a little bit sick. In Cherkasy, you would go somewhere in the city center and you would definitely meet someone you know. It can be someone from your school or someone, I don't know, well, some acquaintances of yours or friend of yours. It's nice to meet your friends, like to randomly run into them, but it's not so nice when you want to like have some alone time and you meet some kind of classmate or someone you were not expecting to see, or like didn't want to have any chit chat. So see, I'm still trying to realize what sizes the bathroom should be. It's quite small compared to the mm, all the bathrooms that I do in Sims game. But this one is the right size. Here I'm trying to put the door to the bathroom just to see to, and then you could see that I can't put the wall because it's too small places, but too small room. But I made it bigger, so it's not that big in real life. It's like smaller. Yeah. So then I'm putting the room to the kitchen and such. Yeah, I'm really not sure what else to say. You can see all the process of me building here, but you see, I'm not very good with that. You could tell. I guess most of you are used to watching people who are like professionals and they build really cool houses. And I'm really fascinated by that, by these people who make amazing houses and they're like very good at that. I'm so amazed by that. Especially the people who make up like their own design and such. They don't recreate like the existing buildings. Even though I'm also fascinated by mm, I believe his name is Freezer Bunny or something. He recreated Downton Abbey in Sims 4. That was like awesome. You should definitely like search him on YouTube and watch this. It took a lot of time for him, but the result was just amazing. I downloaded that house and yeah, I'm really amazed by you guys who can really create amazing works of art in the Sims game. That's great. That's really great. I really appreciate that. But unfortunately, I'm not like that. I'm more of you see, like I paused here for a very long time. Maybe I should cut this part. Oh, it's not that long. I was searching for the cheat code for moving objects because I wanted these two wardrobes to stand like very closely together, and the game didn't allow that. So I used this cheat code to make them stand together because that's how they stand in real life. There is no space in between. But then you can see that this wall is now transparent and you can see part of this wardrobe. That is weird. We'll see how it works. I just put them just to see like what size should this hallway be, because it's also a bit difficult for me to realize what size is like are like the rooms because I have nothing to compare it to. So I decided to make this kind of version of my wardrobes. They're quite similar to the ones that we have, I would say. Not the identical copies, there is no identical copies in The Sims. But yeah, then you could see me making my room. Yeah, that was my room. I wasn't sure about the size again. I had to ask my husband because he's been there 2 times, I believe. And, and obviously he remembers it better than I did. So yeah, he helped me with this building. even though he doesn't like Sims games, which is weird, I think. But he remembers how the rooms are better than I am, or yeah. So thanks to him, I realized what size should this whole thing be. I was actually expecting to spend less time on building this whole thing, even though I'm not experienced and not very good with building. But still, I didn't expect the first part to be like 18 minutes, even though it's already speeding up for 2 times. That is why actually I decided to post like this video earlier than I thought I would, because it will take a while until the whole building is finished. I'm not sure how long it will take, but this video, I think it will be posted on Monday, and then the next part, I'm hoping it will be a final part of building, but who knows. I'm hoping it will be maybe on Thursday or Friday. We'll see about that. I will try my best to actually make it look realistically. Yeah, you might not understand like how the whole thing works now, but when the whole thing will be finished, I will tell you which is what room and why there is like these hallways and such. Yeah, I think this video will be soon over, so I just want to thank you very much for watching this boring video, if there is anyone who watched it. I'm not very good with building, I will say this again, in my defense. But I'm trying my best, I'm still learning how to do that. And maybe for people who haven't been to Ukraine, it will be interesting to see like what kind of apartments are there in Ukraine and such. I'm hoping someone will find it interesting, because it's only like 3 people who watched the previous part. It's my friends and my brother, and they think it's quite interesting. Well, I guess it's because they know me, not because the video itself is interesting, but anyway, thank you for watching. We will meet on Friday. Bye!